Pod. You know what? I've started all these recently, so why don't you start this one?
Happy Independence Day, everyone.
Ooh,
We are on a farewell tour today. We'll explain this, but podcast 130, we've been at it 2.5 years, and we're going to put it on pause. Dave,
yes.
explain the pause.
Well, um, I've been on social media for 10 years. YouTube, I have 800 and some videos that I've tried to make different, but somehow there's only so many things you can talk about in deer hunting where they kind of all everything loops together. So you end up start thinking of different ideas on different topics, but then you word it differently, but it all gets to the same solution, the same situation. It all comes together to the same outcome, no matter how you word it or whatever. So um, not only it's just busy, it's hard to get scheduling and stuff like that where everybody's busy. And we've been doing the podcast 2.5 years, and they're coming to an end. It's not that the podcasts aren't going anywhere. They're still going to be there to listen to and um, rewatch, re-listen, whatever. But you know, they're not going nowhere. Now, it's not the end to say 100% we're never ever making a podcast again. But for now, maybe we'll pop one out 3 weeks from now. Maybe it'll be a month. Maybe it'll be, we get into hunting season and we have a hunting update. You shoot a buck, I shoot a sika deer, whatever it is, and we maybe make a podcast about it. So it's not never ever again. It's just dwindling down because we've covered clover, maintenance, planting brassicas, planting Egyptian wheat, mowing clover, hunting strategies, cutting trees, hinge cutting, dozens and upon dozens of podcasts. But then again, start a new season, new year. You follow the seasons because you follow the trends of what people need help on at that certain time. So, winter, we're talking about, scouting and tree cutting and my consulting trips. And then in the spring, you talk about, frost seeding and clover and turkey hunting. And then in the summer, you talk about, planting your Egyptian wheat and more scouting and trail camera use. And then you get into the fall, and we're talking about, hunting and the rut. And then you get back into the winter and it just repeats itself. So, we're gonna end it on, I guess, a positive note before we just literally repeat ourselves any more than we've already have and blabbered on. And it's just there's only so many things to talk about, and I just don't. It's not that we can't come up with ideas. I can come up with ideas, but it would
It-
be the same idea as we talked about 6 months ago or whatever.
yeah.
So if people have questions, like, look it up. There's podcasts, there's videos, Chris's channel, my channel. Um, I mean,
Well,
I
and there's
don't know what else to say about it.
if you go on like a Spotify or something and look up podcasts, and you just pick any one of them and just look through their episodes, like there's not that many long standing running podcasts because they run into the same wall we just have. There's
Mhm.
just not enough new content to just keep rattling off about, unless they are doing like product reviews, which are sometimes boring and doesn't get a lot of views anyhow, you know. But to keep coming up with new content is not an easy thing. So, yeah, even the big podcasters that are out there, they are short lived. Um, and yeah, who wants to listen to the same stuff over and over and over and over? You know.
Well, like I said,
Well,
it's not like
we've repeatedly have asked for ideas,
mhm.
but people ask the same questions that we've already answered too. So
Yes, that
then you
yes,
revisit and just repeat yourself again. So it's
yes. It's the same with like YouTube. Yeah, I took a pause and I made a video 2 weeks ago saying I'm going to put out videos. Well, life got super busy again,
it's
and
busy. It's busy.
and not to mention when you make a video, you know, like say you make a video, I don't know about clover, right? Different people will comment. Sometimes you get to return subscribers that comment, but then sometimes you get people that aren't subscribed. So it's a new person
It's
commenting
new
on
to
your video.
them. Yeah, it's
It's
new
new
to
to them.
them.
It's the same comments and questions over and over and over. And
Yep.
you get tired of repeating yourself, not to mention now now they're not now let's say I know there's people out there that, because everybody people follow their favorite people and stuff. They, I've been told, Dave, I don't care what you guys talk about, just continue to talk about it. Well, we still listen. And that's great. But I'm tired of making videos about frost eating clover and mowing clover and
Yep.
using iMox and scouting and trail cameras. I have
Hmm.
trail cameras, guys. Like I have stealth cam, I have reveal, and I'll be honest with you, they're all junk.
Mm.
They're all junk. They all break. So like when you make a video about reveal, well, guess what? They break.
Yep.
Stealth cam, they break. What's the best one? Well, they're all great until they break. Some have different features and things, but I'm tired of talking about trail cameras and
Right.
I'm tired of talking about mock scrapes and then, I'm tired of talking about tillage versus no till because then somebody's going to argue with you
Right.
about it. What's I don't care what's better. We're talking about the ways that we do it and
Yep.
and it works and then somebody will doubt you and it's just
Exactly.
it gets frustrating and it gets old and um it's just social media. It's rough. And again, this is not it's not yours. It's not mine. It's not my disappearance from social media. Like over
Right.
the years, yes, I have dwindled down because I am so busy with just working and um, just different aspects of life and fishing and hunting and scouting and like tomorrow it's what is it? Today's 4th of July. So
Fourth.
tomorrow
Yep.
I'm going out and putting my cameras out tomorrow.
Yep.
So there's always something to do, and it's just I mean, I don't know what else to say about it. I mean, if anybody has questions, shoot me a message,
Right.
text me, send a pigeon, um, inbox me, Facebook message, like, hey, you still got questions?
MySpace. You
And
still
not to
got MySpace?
mention, what is it?
MySpace.
MySpace? No, 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 MySpace.
X.
Um, and another thing is, just to get it off my chest is that like I do have a TikTok channel and I don't spend a bunch of time on there. I used to make a bunch of hunting videos, but TikTok's crazy. Like I can't even post like an arrow video and I get like banned. Like they send me messages saying your video's been removed. So now I
Oh
just
wow.
I just scroll through. There's some funny people. There's some funny stuff on there that I watch.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Well, I was scrolling through the other day and I liked what the guy said. I don't even know who he was. It was some guy on a auto mechanic page and things, and it was a pretty popular guy, and he was just stating that he's made dozens upon dozens of videos, and then people ask the same questions. But the thing is, he was saying that he's dwindling down, reducing the amount of videos because he was making so many videos where people were commenting on it. They were sending him direct messages and things, and where people want all this free information that like the video isn't enough. So then people pester you about questions, and then they send you this 9-page paragraph and want you to help them. It's just like time is money, like in a way, like we're all busy. If you send me a 12-page essay on your hunting property, I can't answer that question for you. It's just
Mhm.
too long. I don't have time to sit there, and that's just me. Like I'm on the move. Like the guy. on Facebook messaged me a couple weeks ago. It started with one question. I didn't know
Hmm.
the guy. I no idea who he was. He
Right.
starts with one question. I answer it for him. Right? Oh, appreciate your help. Well, then the next day, because I answered them, the next day it's another question. Then another question. Then it was another question. Then it was, hey, if I send you an aerial photo of my property, can you look at it and tell me where to hunt? And then it was, I'm like, look, man, I'm sorry. I don't have time to answer your questions in detail like this. I
Hmm.
said, if you need me to or want to, go to YouTube. I have 800 and some videos for you to watch free of charge. If you still have questions, like I don't know what to tell you, but I've already spent a couple, like a good hour answering your questions back and forth on Facebook Messenger. I don't have time to sit here. Some people might find that rude. I mean, I don't know what to tell you, but um, that's just where I'm at right now.
Hmm.
I don't know how you feel about it, but that's where I'm at with it.
I don't mind questions, but like you said, I when they give you that paragraph, there's a lot of unforeseen things that you have no clue. How do you answer a question when you don't
Hmm.
know a pH of a soil or know
I
the
know.
entrance
I
and
know.
exits of their woods or or where they have bedding or where they've hinge cut or yeah, how do you answer that? You're not there, you don't have boots on the ground to see what they're dealing with.
Yeah. It's always a generic answer because
Yeah,
it
it is because
guess.
you have to guess. Yeah, you're guessing because you don't have the information in front of you, and then they're taking it as Bible. And
Hmm.
then if it doesn't work out, well, then Dave Richmond's a jerk. You know,
Hmm.
you
Yep.
know. But
Yeah.
hey,
I mean, like I said, guy, we're going to keep this like 15 minutes, but like I said, it's not forever goodbye. Like it may be 3 weeks from now. Chris might, hey, I got this great idea. Let's make a podcast, and I'll be all for it. We'll record it. It'll be good. A month
yep,
down the road, I may be scouting. Maybe I find some new thing that I found, and some or something, and we make a podcast about it. Or maybe this fall when I do Sika hunting again, maybe I'll have this crazy story how I shoot a deer and it falls over and kicks and gets up and runs away again, like it did to me 3 years ago.
he's
You know,
jaded. He's
I'm jaded
jaded.
about it, so I'm still jaded. Maybe I'll make another podcast where, if me and Chris ever go, if we go fishing again or something this summer or next year, and I catch a impossible fish to catch, we'll make a podcast about it
We
again.
should have been recording that.
We should have been recording. So,
I've got the Tactacam fisheye figured out now. It's working.
oh, there you go.
Yep, I took it on the
So,
bike ride yesterday and hit the buttons, and it's good.
okay. So that's good.
So we can
So,
record fishing.
uh so, yeah, it's not, and yes, I still plan on making YouTube videos. My consulting business is full swing starting
Sure.
in the winter time. Like I'm active. I deal with my clients. I help them. I travel, podcast when we can, YouTube videos when I can. Happy 4th of July. That's all I have to say.
Yeah.
Anything
Well,
else?
in closing, I just say this. You know, we I've got all these people that are telling me, "Oh, well, you need to make more videos and you need to do this, you need to get monetized." And I'm like, "I'm not interested in all that crap. Who has time for that?" I don't want to be married to YouTube. I'm busy. It's summertime, man. I want to go do stuff.
Hmm.
I'm fishing, I'm biking, I'm working on food plots, I'm doing all kind of stuff. Shined up the motorcycle, take it for a ride. It don't matter to me. I just want to be outside, you know. But I'm not that guy that's gonna film every day what I'm doing. They don't care that I'm eating a bologna sandwich and going on a bike ride, and I'm gonna video some laurel going down a path, you know, and look, there's a deer in the field. Who gives a crap about that? I'm not that guy. I wait until I find something that looks cool, and that's when I'll make a video or post about it.
Hmm.
So, but no, people are busy, and you and I are busy. This is our busy time at work. And quite frankly, we work long hours, and it's very hot where we work, and we're exhausted when we get home. So, it's not like we want to pop on and act, like we're happy to be doing this sometimes. Sometimes it was like a job. We'd come home and, hey, what time you want to record? Okay, what do you got? We don't have nothing to talk about. Well, let's look through viewer questions and we'll answer somebody's question.
Mhm.
I mean, that's how it happens sometimes. I mean, we're just being honest and transparent about that. So yeah, a little pause isn't a bad thing. We'll be back. You guys
Yeah,
have a
who
good Independence Day. By the time this comes out, hopefully you didn't blow your digits off and you had a good weekend. So you guys take
alright.
it easy. We'll see you on the next one.
Which is 131, which could be coming
Who
in
knows?
who
Might
knows?
might be next week, might be in a month.
That's correct.
All right,
Alright.
guys. Have a good one. See you.